The Wreckage, Chapter 1. Hannah. It was the first shaft of sunlight I had seen in a long time. It was so unexpected that I was blinded temporarily. As the two walked in and hauled me up, I was barely in any state to see them, let alone fight back, so it was easy for them to drag me out of the cell. I wondered if this was it. So many others had already disappeared, presumably killed. Who was to say I wasn't the next on their list? I really do hope they all rot in hell. I was led down the hallway, passing the rows upon rows of cells, which were becoming increasingly less occupied. And yet my captors didn't seem to be in any hurry to finish us all off. It was as if they enjoyed watching us tremble in fear when they could randomly choose people to die. Not that I'd seen anyone in a while. They'd locked me up without socialization for a long time because I was seen as a bad influence on the other prisoners. So I'd been locked up for 5 months in that cell. Sick bastards. I was surprised, though, when they pushed me out into the main courtyard. Apparently, my time alone was up. I ran through the courtyard of people looking for him. I couldn't bear the thought of him not being there waiting for me. Life had already taken away the 3 most important people from my life. Could life be cruel enough to snatch the one person I had left anyway? It wasn't. I pushed past some people standing there and saw him sitting against a wall, staring off into the sky. Seeing him there made all my restraints fall away. I ran over, stumbling over myself in the hurry, and crashed into him, essentially tackling him. Knocked sideways, he shakily turned, startled out of his reverie. But the grin that spread across his face when he saw me made everything better. "Hannah!" he exclaimed. "You're out!" I smiled back at him, happy for the first time in months. "I've missed you so much, Ty," I grinned. "You don't know how much I've wanted your time to go faster as I sat in that damn cell." It was then that the question passed through my mind. It had haunted me as I sat there in my own personal hell, and I had to ask him, Have you gotten any word from Alex? I didn't even have to hear his answer. The look on his face told me the whole story. "I'm sorry, I haven't heard any news about him." I hadn't expected anything, but my heart still sank. Since the beginning I'd lost contact, and now I had no idea where he could possibly be. Would I ever find him? It was then that they marched in, filed in rows of 2, about 20 in total. The entire courtyard, all 275 of us, had to get up and in and salute. They raised their flag, and we had to stand there through their god-awful anthem. After they were done with their little powwow, one of them walked to the front of the group and began to speak. "We are here today to give you all a warning," he said. "We have gotten reports of blasphemy against us. Let me remind you all there is no such thing as freedom of speech here. This is not the U.S. anymore, and your rights have been gone for quite some time. So please keep your mouth shut, or you'll soon find yourself in a confined cell or in front of a firing squad. And on another topic, a few of you have been selected for special treatment. If your name is called, you will be one of the few who will be shipped out tomorrow to our new camp in Greenbow." I squeezed Ty's hand as the man read off the list of names. Everyone was tense. We all knew that there was no special treatment, just death camps and medical experiment camps, and no one wanted to be called. Thankfully, neither me nor Ty's name was called. I felt a pain of pity for the 30-odd some people whose names were, but it had been happening for over 3 years now. I still felt bad when more people were taken away. As we were ordered back to our cells, I whispered to Ty, "Don't lose hope. We'll get out of here." I looked to him for comfort, but his bleak look only confirmed my fears. I was blindly hoping for something that was way out of our reach.